Hello and welcome into the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. It's Friday, May 28th. Lots of excellent new releases for us to enjoy over the long holiday weekend, but I want to start with a new record from DMX entitled Exodus. This is his eighth studio record. It's his follow-up to 2012's Undisputed, and I love the title of that record. He is without a doubt one of the greats. It truly is a tragedy to have lost him the way we did, when we did. This album is it's important not to look at this record as a farewell record because this was supposed to be a comeback record. This record was supposed to highlight an amazing new chapter in this man's life, a guy who had really definitely dealt with his share of struggles between financial, tribulations and jail time and, drug addiction. There's just so many things that could have gotten this man down, and I think the number one thing that people loved and admired about DMX is his perseverance and his ability to keep his head up and to grind it out, get through whatever it might be. He was a religious man, so I know that his faith is a huge example to a lot of people, and I think that his ability to just capture real emotional honesty, and especially in an industry where there's a lot of glitz and glamour, a lot of machismo, a lot of people trying to play top dog. DMX was the top dog because he was so real and so raw. And so again, really a tragedy to not have him here anymore. And you will be missed, DMX. But it's at the very least, it's something to have this record to remember you by. I think it's it's just kind of one of those scenarios where it's unexpected. And so at the very least, we haven't had an album from DMX for 9 years, so it's just nice to have him back. It's nice to have that sound. It's nice to have his inspiration. Whether he's talking about the deepest depths or the highest highs, this is a guy that again, a lot of people relate to him because he is just so real. Like he's got a lot of experience that he talks about that people can relate to, and so you're getting a ton of that on Exodus. This album is a lot of fun to listen to. And Swizz Beatz, longtime collaborator, partner, basically took the reins here in the final stages of getting this record out. There's a lot of controversy surrounding records like this because a lot of people debate how much of it really is the genuine image of the artist. And Swizz Beatz is if there was anybody to take on this project and keep it true to form the way DMX wanted it to be, Swizz Beatz is that guy. I love the way this album opens up with the track "That's My Dog." Swizz is featured on that song, and it's just about spreading the love, after, like 30 some odd years of performing DMX. And I'm not sure exactly how long he's collaborated with Swizz Beatz, but I mean, they've made music together for a long time. So it's really cool to just see them sharing the love, giving each other shouts out on that song. Really dig the fourth track, Money, Money, Money. A dollar ain't got a thing to do with riches is a line that DMX says from that song. And I can't think of a line or anything, frankly, that embodies his attitude and his spirit more than that. And it's, again, I just marvel at his perspective, and I marvel at the type of man that he was. Really dig the song "Hold Me Down." It's the fifth track, features Alicia Keys, obviously a songbird. She has a lovely voice, and so the contrast of that on the chorus with his signature snarly growl it just makes for a really excellent, unique track. Loving the song "Hood Blues," eighth song, probably the best jam on this album. It's got this slow beat, real jazzy feel. Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun just all showing up. And DMX finishes the track, and it's probably the most inspired that he sounds throughout this album. I mean, he always sounds inspired, but he just rips it up at the end of that song. And so I really love it for that reason. Take Control is the ninth track, features Snoop Dogg. And it's it channels that West Coast feel. It really does from the moment you push play on that track sound like early Snoop. And it's cool having him on the track. It's you can definitely feel that vibe coming from him in that song. And a number of other great guest appearances on this record. I mean, this probably was a really fun project for him to put together. I mean, Jay-Z, Nas, Lil Wayne, again Snoop Dogg. He even went as far to get Bono for a song, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how many fans are really going to be into that track, but I think overall it's a decent song. I would argue personally that I think it's one of the weaker moments on the album. Bath Salts, the second track with Jay-Z and Nas, is kind of a weak moment as well, too. It's just, I don't know. I struggle listening to these two cats kind of flaunt the fact that they're billionaires in light of, DMX and his situation. And it almost, I don't know, it almost kind of just comes off like they're there for for a favor. And it's not my favorite track on the record. But I will say that the first half of the album much stronger than the back half. But there's a lot of good stuff on here that is just signature DMX, and so I'm going to vinyl please this. I think you're really going to enjoy this project. It's even if this wasn't supposed to be the final message from him, it's nice to just have that message reiterated that he spent his career delivering, and he does that on this record. It's very powerful. There's just a lot of amazing moments, and I think you'll dig it. So enjoy listening to this record, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out the live show on Sunday nights. We'll see you next time on the Beat Sessions.